All right, everybody, we've got a pretty cool part here for E92 335s. A lot of people have had trouble with their oil level sensor on these cars. As most of you probably know, there is no dipstick. Everything is measured electronically via the sensor. Me personally, I have just never had good luck with mine. Was always having issues showing inactive and other things like that. I've got it mostly fixed, but I was working on my rod bearings and somebody pointed out the dipstick and let me know it was out there. And once I heard that, I had to order it and see if I could make it work. You can see here everything that comes in the package. You get your dipstick itself. I believe it's an LS dipstick. It's nice, steel braided. Here you have the plug that replaces the plug that's currently in the oil pan, and I will show you guys where that goes in a minute here, as well as the mounting hardware and this clamp itself that's going to go up around the strut tower. So we have the pan itself here. I have the oil pan out of the car because we're in the middle of doing rod bearings and a turbo upgrade. So we just have everything out, the subframe's out, the pan is out. I believe you can definitely get this installed with the pan still in the car, but we're gonna get it back up in there and take a better look to let you guys know if you can access it while it's still in the car with everything else. Over here you can see the rod bearings that we actually took out, and again, this is an N55 car, E92. I was really surprised. They actually look amazing. As a lot of you guys know, there's a lot of controversy over whether the rod bearings in the N55 are a big problem. I've owned this car since 7,000 miles. It's always gotten oil changes. It's seen about 20 track days, and we beat the absolute shit out of it. I think they look so good because this pan is a lot different than the rear wheel drive cars. It's a lot tighter. It even has a little bit of baffling here. The axle provides a little bit of baffling as well. And that's why I think you see a lot of the rear wheel drive cars blow up, because it's just an open pan in comparison to the X-Drive. So the next thing that you're gonna want to do here is just take out the plug. Here's a good look at the dipstick itself, as well as the clamp that we have gotten assembled here. Again, pretty simple setup, but here it is. Just the screw and nut down there, and then you get that top part of the clamp attached with this screw and this nut, and then that's going to go directly onto the strut tower. We got Joe going around getting the oil pan bolts torqued down. Those are 8 Newton meters, plus 90 degrees on some of them, plus 180 degrees on some of the other ones. Here is where the adapter for the dipstick went in, right here. All right, so next thing you need to do is just feed everything right back down into the slot on the oil pan there. And from there, super simple. You just tighten up your bracket just like Joe just did, and it's sitting in there pretty well. Super easy to grab it, pull your dipstick out, check your oil. My car has none in it right now. See if I can, there we go. Feels nice and snug. Like a good quality fit. We've got everything installed. Let's get back under the car. I've got the light set up so you can get a better idea of the final product. So there you can see it, where it goes into the pan. Steel braided hose all the way up. And at the very top, up right there, you can see the bracket and the dipstick itself where it attaches to the strut brace. Just taking a look at this and stepping back, you absolutely could access this through your fender liner. Come right in through here, check your O-ring, make sure it's okay, not leaking. So that's about it. Simple kit, simple install. Would highly recommend it for anybody that is tracking their car and they, maybe they're running extra oil on track like I am, and they want to make sure they've added their extra quart or extra half quart or what have you. Also great for anybody who's had trouble with their oil level sensor like I have as well. That stupid sensor put me through a ton of wasted money and time. I ended up replacing my alternator, my water pump, every single thing on the BSD line that could have interfered with that signal, and still no luck on fixing the inactive oil level sensor. I even went as far as replacing my whole DME to try to chase this issue. So I am ecstatic that I will be able to have a dipstick instead. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. And keep a lookout for some more 335 and 55 related content in the future.